Welcome to another scouting player video. This one will be highlighting FireAscept, a 19-year-old kid playing in the TCL Invitational. His team is not really that great, doesn't have a lot of history. And yeah, I don't really know much about him, to be honest. The only thing I really know is that he has pretty high CS per minute, despite not being on the best teams. Like if you look at where they finished 1 and 2. And they're playing against S2G, who actually have D&D, like Scorth, Cough, like the very known quantities in tier 2. So if they get past this, that would be really awesome. But for now, you know, I just want to kind of dive in and just see like how do they do against one of the better teams, expected teams that do well, BW. And then how do they do at least one game against, well, the worst team in their group, right? So to start off, he's playing Azir into Rise. Pretty common matchup that we see in pro play right now. He has a Malphite, which means basically their 2v2 is terrible, but so is theirs. So it's going to be an isolated lane. His bot lane is okay, like not the greatest, playing that into Xayah Rakan, and then his Nara can possibly take over. It seems to me that like this is the kind of game that if he does well, and he plays out well, he can solo win the game. But if his team collapses, like, it's going to be awful. Because these guys are, like, huge stat sticks. So if you get behind against Cassante, Mundo, Rise, it's like, what the hell do you do? Okay, now let me get this set up real quick. So it's Azir versus Rise. And both mid jungles are so he warded the left side early. Obviously, Mundo would never 3-camp gank, so he purely did that on the off chance that the guy would invade the Raptors, but it's also not really good ward for Raptors, so I don't really know what the point of it was. And then now they're actually going to show the lane, which is amazing, so I can actually see what is going on. He basically got all of it, which is amazing. I mean, in the end of the day, he's doing not bad on his trades, per se. I mean, like, even if you just look at these situations, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Personally, I think WQing him means you basically have to summon your next soldier, and so you're using a lot of mana pretty quick. It's not something he necessarily had to do because he could just slow play the lane, and that's, like, good enough. But, yeah, he's, like, kind of aggressively going at this guy. And he has control. And now this guy decided to burn his mana just to, like, reverse it, which is kind of great for Azir in a way, because he's like, okay, I mean, if you just want to int it up, because I mean, like, you want to just int the lane that way, then I will gladly take it and be in an advantage state. It does mean the guy's gonna have push a lot, but yeah, Azir gets a better buy thanks to that. And now he's fighting him right away with his advantage. Okay, so for an opener, what do I want to say for his opener? Because his opener ended here. He TP'd right on top, so he had to fight because the Rise decided to fight him. He's effectively down a lot of CS. Because we can't see the CS when this is happening. Because when he bases, he's at 18 to 25. Obviously, he's missing a few here. And it's frozen, which means the Rise should crash it. He receives it, and he's going to base TP. That's how it would usually go, right? So like this is where he's at. So he's down 5. Personally, for the way the Rise was playing, I don't think he should be down that much. I mean, he chose to go that route, got a mini freeze, let's buy. Like, I don't think that was that bad. Then he TP'd on wave, which forced a trade. It's like a... I feel like it's like a 53 or something. Like, when I'm thinking about it, you know, by TPing on top of the wave, forcing this trade... I mean, he did get him super low, though. We're gonna see how it plays out. I mean, the Rise had 2 pots, right? And the Rise can always find a reset with the way the champion plays. Let's get rid of the sound. So the Rise is able to create... Dude, I really hate how... many bases on cannon. So he will have control for the drag. The Zir does get a decent base, regardless. And yes, like the trade like turned out like okay-ish for him, right? But it does mean that there's impossible to ever contest the bot river for drag too. He also didn't burn. It's kind of weird that he didn't. The Rise didn't burn the wave while the Zir was gone. Because I feel like it would make the most sense to just burn the wave and move around and get vision because your Mundo was doing drag. So him coming into him is great. You know, he just pushes this guy out. I mean, oh, he flashed on him and killed him still. Hey. Well played, bro. Oh, it's fucking Gnar inted it. Gnar inted it. Yeah, it's Gnar inted it. They should be able to get another kill. But, I mean, like, it's, like, fine. I shouldn't probably do it 53, because in the end of the day, he did get Rise so low that, like, yeah, I mean, Rise can burn the wave. Of course, Azir could just, like, latch onto him and try to find him too, but also if Rise had Phase Rush proc, then he could just run away too. It's probably, like, a 55 or something like that. Laning-wise, like... And I think for how the fight went, I mean, like, yeah, like, he pushed him forward, he has his Q, and what else is he gonna do? Literally nothing. All he can do is just try to burn this guy. Like, the W is fine, too. And he can't keep fighting this, because, I mean, if he gets Mundo cleavered, and the Rise is behind him, even though Rise is low HP, it's very awkward. But, yeah, he's able to kill this guy, which is great. Obviously, it really... Also, it's kind of weird that he padded that way, no? Now, thinking about it, like... Why did he suddenly go on that guy? You're clearly going to kill the Mundo. So, I don't really know why he did it that way. But sure. Also, does the Mundo not have his passive? Oh, he doesn't. Dude, I thought Mundo had his passive on right now. If he doesn't have his passive, why did he not just ER? Can he use his R in that situation? Or even flash R? R flash? I mean, he could have done a lot of things. That was weird. So the Zero needs to get his base. The Rise is doing something weird. The Rise knows that he's first back to mid, and he's going bot to catch the wave. I see. But they're going to send Xayah mid. Oh, and he's going to pick up a kill. Ouch. And since the Zir also did not take his base and decided to deal with the wave, that means it's not like she doesn't even have to lane it versus Zir. And they can actually switch lanes with no issues though. So that's great for them. Kind of sucks for FireAscept, big time. And I mean, it's like not necessarily his fault for this Gnar situation, but if the wave is like good, which it looks like it is good, he should just base. Like, you're already behind tempo, like behind on the map. You really do not want to keep bleeding this. And for these guys, I don't even know why they're staying, by the way. I don't know why they're trying to kill them. Like, for sure, like, his bot lane are being idiots. So we go on. We're really gonna do a replay? We're really gonna do a replay while something's happening around Grubs? Guys, there's literally stuff happening at Grubs. Come on. So, Azir's walking up. The Alistar completely fucks everything up. He sees that this is a bad situation. Oh, he kind of walked into it. But there's no like actual play done on him in the end. I mean, he's not. I don't know what the hell he's supposed to do there. Like, if you look how this plays out, the Grubs are taken. Malphite has R. No Mega Gnar ulti. The only thing they could do is basically Malphite ulti these two right in front right now. And it might work, maybe. There could be something there, but like he's not the one who's starting it, you know? So like there's nothing to really say on his end. Like what is he supposed to say? Like, oh, like, okay, you didn't go in, so I don't go in. I mean, that's all he could do, right? You didn't go in, I don't go in. So Rakan has a timer. Alistar should be mid, and so he's taking a pink. And then, honestly, he should stay in mid still. It looks like the Zir is basing for Nashers. So he's really strong. The Malphite is going to walk on another ward, which sucks. I really would have preferred if Alistar just sat by mid, because he should. He should be able to see Rakan warding this, and their focus should be on Rise because there's still a minute before his flash comes up. So he's the play. Like, I know Xayah doesn't have flash, but she has R. And so the Malphite walks over, pinks, they reclaim vision. They start drag, but these guys are laning bot. This guy TP's on that side, so the Zir's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and push this. Nice little scoop. Fuck yeah. That was awesome. Holy shit, that was awesome. Yeah, that's like the problem play. For sure 11-10. I mean, that's great. Like to see that. So how do we just do this? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a huge highlight play, but it's just knowing that he quickly decided to take the mid wave, make the play on Rise because he inting, and so like you kind of just he's in a position to carry in a game in which that he can literally solo carry. So that's pretty exciting. So Ryze has no flash again, and Malphite has ulti in 30 seconds. So that's pretty much what they're playing on. He should not try to make it dicey until his members are there. So this trade here is pretty awful. Like, awful trade. Ryze no flash, save conditions, and wait for... So, like, that's the thing to me, is, like, this is such an easy situation, even though they both go to half HP. For me, it's such an easy situation for him to just slow play it and just go from there. If he dies here, I mean, that's... Holy fuck, he lived. That's pretty fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But also, I hate that his fucking Malphite is going... But this is actually a really important thing to me because his teammates are not even playing through mid. So I think this is the most important thing. Like, in this situation, to me, looking at this, he's not... If he's making this trade... And this is what he has to do to get out of it, and his teammates are not even around mid, what the fuck are we doing? He is the only person with 2 kills. The enemy mid has no flash, and you're playing 2 champions who are very good at catching someone out without flash. So the fact that he's dying, also he needs... I was gonna say, he might need to go top. Oh my god. Yes, let's just do every single replay. So he's coming from bot. Fuck. That's rough. I mean, like, he just got planted bot. It's clearly not a good time to fight because the Ryze can move up. His Alistar is half HP already. I mean, Is this Malphite fucking stupid? I feel like he's dumb. No Kaisa R. I mean, he should just turn on the Rakan, by the way. Rakan will R him, and then while Rakan's trying to get out, then the Malphite can R, and they do have a shot at actually killing the Rakan if that's the case. Otherwise, just... If he's gonna leave like this, just... That's it, that's fine. You can let it play out like that, because Rakan just used R. You need to recover mid. Like, sure, just let it play out that way. Instead, the Malphite R's Mundo solo, which makes no sense. The Zir has to shuffle. And... Oh god, he's TPing? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Okay, well that was a Don't TP, why? I mean, basically... Oh my god. But also, I think in this situation, 1430... So overall, for the lane itself, it's like a... For me, it's probably more settling around like a 50... It's probably around like a 55 again. I mean, like, this is the only... I'm gonna put this as a yellow, because it was an awful trade, but if he did it with the intention of doing fruit, then maybe it's not so bad. But other than that, like, yeah, it's probably around like a 55 score for that situation, because I mean, the fact is, like, mechanics-wise, there was no issues. Looked good too in that facet, but he isn't controlling, commanding what should be happening on mid after 11-10. He's in a prime time winning position, and so if it was any like top tier like mid laner, like they would run the game for sure. Like he would pull the boys and he would make sure that we're gonna like be good. And they will. They literally will be good. But he does the trade, which then makes him have to go into the river to get fruit. His teammates are not there. They don't have vision, and he walks unsafely back to mid, despite, you know, this stuff happening, which then in turn hurts him. And now if you see this, he pushed bot out. And he's like, okay, I need to go through mid and help you guys. But the problem is that his teammates are not even playing into bot. I mean, they are weak, right? They are definitely weak. And so they're trying to make a play to cross map into Herald. And like he scoops this guy, which, I mean, is it a good scoop? I mean, what happens if Xayah just presses R here? He has no flash. None of the boys are with him. Like, what actually happens if Xayah just presses R? I don't even think that's good for him. Oh no. I don't know, man. Oh no. That was kind of not ideal. I mean, like, shifts for team to boost Herald play, but then insta-looks with R on Xayah. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's not really good for him, for sure. And so his team can't do Herald. Like, they basically, it's impossible for them to start Herald because he's making a play on mid, which forces them to burn CDs, and all you got was Xayah R. That was it. He literally got Xayah R for that play. And now they have to turtle up. So in this turtle, I mean, the Ryze is going to get tanky enough that it might be an issue. So these guys are pressing without Xayah or Mundo there yet. Do they know this? Well, they know that Xayah is not there at this point. Cassante has TP, Nard doesn't. Which, to be honest, is a little spooky. I mean, like, if Cassante was in position to TP, this would obviously not be great. So, they're going all in on the Ryze, who has no flash. He just... What did he flash? Oh, he flashed the Recon W. Technically, when this guy goes in, if he flashes right, and his Zero ulti's the left, so if he flashes here, and then shoves them with R, this looks really good. Like, this generally just, like, looks like a really good situation. So, like, that's the only change I would make in that little fight. And then becomes a winning play. Especially because I guess they have Malphite ulti too. Yeah, it'd be really fucking good. And they end up picking up nobody after that. So yeah, he kind of sucks because that was really important to get that. Is he going Rylai's? Huh. The problem is that there's like 3 tanky guys, so him having Leandry sooner than later is like pretty critical. But he also needs Pen, and he also needs Decap. So he has 2 necessary items, and I feel like getting the Leandries over the Rylai's would have been a lot better. Because he has to carry. So he needs to do damage versus utility. His team does have a lot of utility. So he's getting a lot of poke damage down because the Mundo is kind of inting. He needs to control the space, right? I mean, he needs to control the space. I mean, it's just him. He's doing a really good job, actually. Hopefully he didn't int. I actually like how he played it. This was really good, in my opinion. That was a really good sign that he's like clearly. Whoop. I mean, he definitely doesn't need to go in, by the way. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna mark him down for inting like that because the game's already like really fucked, right? But that was, oh god, his Kais is going wits. Oh lord, wits is pretty terrible for this. His team really has a lot of utilities to like make things work, but man, he's just... It's just, what can you do, man? I mean, even in this situation, I mean, like, he's... Obviously, he shouldn't be trying to defend that. And so, like, I feel like most of the mistakes I see from him, there's like some pretty big blunders, but they're not like, oh, I mechanically misplayed or something like that. It's just like a macro blunder of a simple map like decision that he makes, which is very fixable. In terms of mechanics, like, he's definitely like looks interesting. His Gnar pushes this guy out. He's gained full reps. He's keeping space. No threat, so he doesn't flash. He shouldn't. Personally, when he gets in this situation, only Xayah's a threat. He should just R4. Like, this is one of those cases where I feel like, looking at it, it's like 25-0, right? Space as well, plus no flash on 0 threat recon. And so, like, that's like the first good part, right? That's the first good part. Bad part is just our play on soldiers, so. Like, that to me is like good at first and then turned bad. And he actually might have been able to make something happen. But in the end of the day, yeah, like, didn't turn out the best. I feel like for the overall sake of this game, I feel like the spacing he was doing was not bad. Obviously, you know, he's going for a little too many plays in the end, so it's like a 57th. Like, I can see him doing good work, but has to have self-control when it comes to not feeling like he has to make a big play. That's really like the main part of it. It's just, yeah, Galio versus LeBlanc. He has the jungle. So does opponent. Like, LeBlanc can harass him, but the chance of her ever just like killing him or something like that is pretty low. Especially when she jumps in, like obviously he can just taunt her. He has his magic shield that comes up with his W to kind of relieve some of the damage as well. Like, and once he gets MR, she'll never kill him. Like, never. So it's kind of like just like a farm lane for her. And she's not necessarily like a great shover. So he definitely can get some value out of it. They're just gonna lose the game because of this shit. Got it. Great. So this guy does a 3 camp. Doesn't find anything. The Leona is randomly killing the ward and try for some odd reason, which is then just like ruining his game. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, these two guys just dying is like so super dumb. Nico should have went bot. It's funny, like he's not supposed to go mid this time, or he's supposed to go bot. Ooh. Okay. It's not the worst. So he's up 5, he's up some CS, which is great. I mean, like as an opener, just handle the lane correctly into LB. Got a crash base. Like I literally don't have any issues. Solid 60. Great. Enemy Leo is inting it up big time. Ooh, I like that. That was cute, man. Ooh, that was cute. I like that. That was cute. Very nice. He's interesting. Oh, no. Let's not do 1440. He'll probably like my computer. So his team is playing heavily into bots still to try to just kill the Leo over and over and over. And that's like their primary focus. That's what they're doing. Mid is very capable of just dying to one shot. And I mean, he looked one timer, but it was like the wave was already dead. And he could wait another timer to play on it. And it'd be like fake pressure into bot. But at the same time, if their jungler shows up on bot and like finishes this crash, then he can't play for Crab. So the goal is playing for Crab. Right? That's the whole goal. Unfortunately, you know, for FireAscept, I mean, like, he's burning a lot of mana to, like, fight. And I'm trying to think what he can do differently. I mean, it's just like, if you're gonna do this... Okay, for one... Are they even contesting the wave? I mean, they should be contesting the wave. If the Jarvan's coming down, I mean, they don't know that Jace is here, though, right? Ezreal has absolutely nothing, though. And Varus has full sums. I think the problem lies in that their dual lane is supposed to contest this harder. If Jace is here, you know, the Varus will be fine, so the Varus should be the one who's contesting forward. And then the Jarvan could be the one with the counter gank. And the Galio, from what I can tell, should be leaning to the right side. And he honestly could... he's going to eat a lot of fucking damage if he does it, though. And she would just trade on him if that happens. And he... It's like... I'm trying to picture how this goes. Because this is like a pretty important timer. So... Unfortunately, Galio does not have... I wonder if the mid choice is better in the end. Because the thing that I'm thinking here is like, he doesn't have information on where Jace is here. They don't have information if Jace is over here as well. Which basically means that he has to think about covering both sides. If the Galio like fights hard and the Jace shows up, he's dead. If they fight hard and the Jarvan's on here and the Jace is here, then they're dead. Ideally, the Galio would have a push and move down with his R, and he would join the fight, making it a 4v3, and they would win, right? It would be a 4v3, and when they go in and bait it, they win. Great. That's what, in my head, should happen. But the Jarvan doesn't have a ward. He doesn't have a ward. And when the Galio got his push, I think... I think the Jarvan just has to sit mid. I actually think that's the only outcome that could happen. I understand why they're going through bot, but if he human wards mid, the Galio can actually play aggressive. They'll get the wave, and then they can walk down, and then the bot lane can play hard. And if they start and engage, the Galio can join, and they'll join a little bit late, but it would be a 4v3. And if the LeBlanc actually ints on mid, then they kill her. And if they get the push bot, so be it. I mean, like, it is what it is, but it's just like, what else can you do? Like this, like, especially if you get LeBlanc low, it will still translate into you getting the crab. So I think this is like a high level play. It's not like something like you're gonna see in tier 2 for them to register. Especially because it takes me a second to really think like, because I think like, oh, like Jarvan should just stay mid and look for it. But like, you have the crab spawning. Oh, can you fight on bot because of this? How this is gonna go? But we don't have vision, and the problem is no vision to place for Galio or bot to play independently. So J4 has to mask himself on both, which is impossible. And so like that's like the main thing. I think this is not something I'm gonna like hit hard on him, but for sure the Jace is strong. And if things go poorly in that bot fight, like yeah, he could be like murdering them. And yeah, if the Jace is mid, like yeah, and Galio goes in to try to get the push, he will die. Now he could just lean and just like let the wave sit, and if LeBlanc doesn't do anything, they could still do the fight. I mean, he could literally sack the wave. I mean, like, I guess in the end, he could sack himself to secure the bait fight bot, change it, and then Jace will go through mid one time, and you relax. Like, I mean, like, that's the only other thing that they could have done. So he just as Galio, he just was not 100% sure what he had to do in that moment. What was his role in that play? And for sure, warding on mid is useless, by the way. Like, I just want to state that, like, warding on mid is useless. He can always get mid push when he wants. Like, that's just a concept thing for him. But if you can always get the push on mid, there's really no point. Like, it'd be good for LeBlanc to ward mid to see where Galio goes if that's what he's doing. For Galio, it's good for him to ward the sides because, yeah, like, he just... Like, I mean, he needs to know if it's safe for him to just go in. Looks like he was trading pretty hard into the LeBlanc. Because his conditions are not bad. Ooh, he literally tried to commit a trade, but, like... That's actually pretty bad to do that. Team has to recover bot. Galio getting low. The only thing that would make sense and why he did this is because he's taking a base. But ideally, he would wait for his base. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, imagine if he was coming into this with almost full HP, mostly full mana. I mean, he could just stay here and fight. I mean, like, now he doesn't feel like now he can't really stay and fight. And so the play kind of just turns into not nearly as good as it could be. And they only picked up one. And he used his Galioar. Now he's going to base TP. Yeah, he's going to stay. It's probably just because the Jace died, so there's no, like, pressure on him dying. And he can, like, get a little bit more gold. So far, his biggest mistakes come from understanding what's happening on the map. That is his greatest weakness, which is not really a big deal. It's personally, like he'll get marked down for it, but it doesn't mean like you can't play LEC, for instance, right? Or like play like at a higher level. It just means that you gotta learn quick. See, like in this situation here, the Jace is running into bot with the LeBlanc. This means that he either needs to hover bot for a possible play, or he's gonna look to crash mid. The bot wave is already over, so they're not playing yet. Now you could say that if Jarvan wants to walk into this brush, that Galio should, in theory, be hovering and waiting to execute. But his R's not up either yet. So I guess you could say that Jarvan is not even supposed to move in yet. Jarvan's supposed to sit there. So Jarvan went in too early. And Galio's like, well, the wave is going to come. So like either I'm just going to let her shove the wave, and then I'm going to Galio. But of course, if they get out in that situation, if we go in, that's not ideal. He also... Does he have Jarvanar? I think he does. So if he has Jarvanar, dude, there's like... This is probably the most interesting game. I mean, this is definitely more interesting than the other game, because in this situation, it's like... This is just a problem with the team as a whole, in that if he hovers, okay, if he shadows, I guess, no, I should probably stick with hover. If he hovers, waits on R, insta goes with J4 ulti, then they can pick up kills. If enemy is not in the brush still, then it's wasted time and he drops a wave, gets harassed. If he does the mid wave... Actually, here's the thing, though. So they move over. What happens if the Jace stays mid? Oh. That's another high-level play. It's not like super high level, but it is actually another high level play. So another high level decision to make. Fails. So if he doesn't have Galio for 10 seconds. If he goes back to lane, there is a chance Jace stays to make a play on him, and they feint the bot play. If he does this, then he loses flash plus conditions with no TP. If he hovers and drops the wave, then his team moves in and they are there, he gets a big gain. If they aren't there, he just eats some harass. I think he has to do it this way. I think this is the play he has to do in order to, like, it's the safest play overall. Because again, yes, like, Elramir could be bot. He could be mid. They don't have the vision. Once again, do not have the vision to make these decisions. So he's flipping mid wave fully. Like, when he's going into her, he's just flipping the mid wave. The Jarvan is flipping the bot situation. And the fact that these guys get out of the situation is so dumb. Like they got out. There is no need for any of them to die at that point. Like, they already won it out. They don't have to look to dive. They can just keep the state, and they're winning. So yeah, I would say, I'd definitely say he has a bit to figure out. And again, this is like not a huge mark off, because again, when you come to these kinds of plays, I'm not expecting a tier 2 player to register what the best outcome could be for them. Because obviously he would tell the Jarvan, like, yo, wait 5 seconds before you walk in. Just wait. If you wait, I can make it work. Because the chances of the LeBlanc dropping her midwave is very unlikely. Galio's TPing top. And now he dropped mid. And his bot died at the same time. There's really no point on him TPing top. I mean, again, they're having full control of bot. This is like 14-10, like, and never TP top after base. His bot lane is trying their best to survive. Have to keep focusing on that versus trying to make a proactive top play. I mean, it's just the nature of what the game is, right? That is the nature of the game. So him going top means they drop mid. These guys are going to keep pressuring bot. Their Jarvan is going top. Like, no offense, but I mean, I guess if you're making this decision, I mean, he still needs to TP mid. Like, you don't want LeBlanc to just, like, what if LeBlanc's just hitting the mid turret? Like, that's also not good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. And now they're just making plays on Sion, which, I mean, I guess, but and the Varus went on hit, but it's literally on hit for one person that matters for going on hit, so the Varus will be pretty useless in this game. And even though I mean, they're down 6k. I mean, I was gonna say, even though the gold's not, like, though, there's a big fucking difference. There's a huge difference. Yeah, I mean, he can't touch the wave. My rest of the game notes might not even be that detailed. Because I'm really trying to think, what can they do? Like, Jace would be the main person you can get, but Ezreal and LeBlanc will not be easy. So you're looking for a big Nico ulti to kind of get things rolling. So how are you going to do that? Like, the Varus is going to constantly bleed on mid. Jesus. And they keep making these plays on the Scion. Holy shit, they're just going to lose the game. And he's playing Galio. What is he supposed to do? Literally, what is he supposed to do? Yeah, his team is definitely not good. I mean, they're definitely not going anywhere with the squad. He's literally using his Galliard because his teammates are just like doing whatever. They do manage to get a play, and lo and behold, it's Nico actually doing something. But it's just on the Leo. So, or is it not? Not the worst. I mean, 2 kills is 2 kills in the end of the day. It's still a 10k gold diff. But 2 kills is 2 kills. Interesting. Interesting. Like I said, I'm not doing notes on this just because, like, what am I gonna say? Like I said, his team's inting. He's just like, he has like one moment where like he cheats a wave that wasn't probably a wave he could cheat, and other than that, he's just moving for plays because in the end of the day, like, he has to abide to what his team's doing a bit. He's playing Galio. So this probably might be something. We'll see. So then Nico should be on a flank. I mean, I don't know why it's Urson, unless the Nico has flash. But she does. So, okay, so she could make a forward play with flash. Where's the Nico? Oh, I see. He's posing as, ouch. Ouch. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Wow. Oh, the fight's already over. They need to go a lot sooner. I mean, so like if the Nico was on the side, it would not be bad. Obviously, the Nico should probably be the one who doesn't have flash. I mean, Jace doesn't have flash technically going into this. I just feel like the Nico needs to be on the right side. And I feel like if she can R flash Proto Belt over the wall, if that's possible, or something like that, then they can make something happen. But they definitely need to go, because obviously they get poked before this happens. Like, yeah, the fight's over. So again, like, he doesn't get to do anything. He just has to run, and it is what it is. So now they're doing a gambit play. It doesn't really matter. All right, this game's over. Okay, so I mean, they're uncoordinated. That is a guarantee. They're uncoordinated. So he can't do much. His team's uncoordinated. cheated one wave. He probably shouldn't. Overall, didn't get to showcase anything after the game. I feel like it's not like the worst look though.
Fluffy.
Bir bağlantı problemi.
This game will be interesting because he's playing.
Yampiri yengecini aldı ve üstüne dönecek.
He's playing a Kali. It's against again the bottom team because like you do need to see like. So this started at 3 minutes. I can't really like do anything about that in the end. His most important thing that he can do is he'll never kill away. I mean, if the way is like a human being, he'll never kill away. So his goal is how much CS can he get, and then get his levels and buy, and then once he has that, he can effectively destroy the way. So he's able to get Ultranator, so he has a bunch of damage, which gives him threat for level 6. His ball lane can win for sure, but it's like a Braum gank, so it's not like crazy. He hovered. He got a push. He has pressure. He even got some good trades on this guy too. It looks like he did a WE and got a Q and an auto off on this guy, then hovered into bot because they're playing for drag. So he has control on his own. They hit the drop drag though. Kind of sucks. I like that. I like that. Okay, so as an opener, he's down like 3-4 CS, which is fine. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how good the enemy Hui is. So it's just like a flat 55 score. There's nothing bad about that. It's just the level he's playing at, like the opponents he's playing at. That's what he got. You know, like it'd be higher if like somehow he's like absolutely like destroying this guy or something like that, but that's not the case. So, lane wise, I want to say that 530 to 630 leans into bot for first drag. Leans into top. During drag, check for enemy invade on camps. So he's playing for the team, right? He's playing for jungle. That's good to see. You know, if he was just sitting mid, like doing absolutely nothing, that would suck. But he's like paying attention to what's going on. Nice. He might be waiting. He might have to wait for his TP. He's trying to make a killing play on Wei. Didn't really turn into anything. The thing is, if we're looking at how the situation is going, in theory, after he leans right, if these guys are staying to fight, that's like the main thing to me is like he ends up being just a little late to this play because he decides to contest the weight in order to try to kill him. And yeah, so you make it a 3v3 bot, but like he could be here sooner. It looks like he might pick something up. Ooh, he just R'd. Holy fuck, I think I mean, he got him, which was like, shit. Kind of sucks that he R'd though. Probably not necessary. Killing him is still not bad though, but like, yeah, he loses 2 plates. And he was a little late to the play as expected, so... Yep. That was his own fault. The execution of his kill was actually not bad. At all. It's just... It also means he has less pressure on mid for a little bit. Holy shit, that got him Gunblade though? Holy fuck, that actually might have been worth it. He's sitting on a lot of gold. He's sitting on a lot of gold. Holy shit. I guess it was worth it. I mean, if that gets him Gunblade, it's good. So, like... Sure, I guess. I mean, like, he has a 9-minute Gunblade. Like, he is big chillin'. The Sway will do nothing versus him. He'll be a menace. The ward is good. Ouch. Ha! Unfortunately! Yeah, ouch. He got red. Lost half his HP. He will regain it though. So like, it's not like the end of the world, he will regain it. It does put him in lethal range. And it looks like the jungle is going to make a play on it. Ooh. Oh, I think he kills him. Wait, he never eat back. I mean, if he autos him here, moves back, presses E, he might have it. I mean, this guy's gonna flash. He has to flash. If he doesn't instantly flash and he holds it, he might be able to 1-for-1 it. He has Gunblade too, so he actually kind of played it pretty well. It's just when you look at what's happening on the map, like they're just reclaiming bot. His Aatrox is showing. I think this is the most important thing, is that his jungler just showed he doesn't have confirmation on where Kiana is. This should be below the line. So he plays into this knowing this. The actual execution maybe could 1-for-1 the way. But he would die. Like, he would die in that situation for sure. I mean, obviously I'm saying a 1-for-1. But like, yeah, he probably would die. So he chooses to live. And he loses his flash, his R. But he does have TP. Huh. This would be like one of those things where at the end of the day, like, for me, it was interesting. I mean, like I said, like, he could kill the way. Maybe that could be good. If we're looking at what's happening in this, he TP's back. And he knows he has a timer. and he knows that Kiana's on top side and his Aatrox is on bot side. He doesn't have to make a play on bot, and so he goes top and actually knows bot is done. Kiana is on top. Already planned to help top. Now the thing is, the Renekton is definitely just alive. Like the Renekton, he could have pushed to mid. Okay, this is the next thing that we need to figure out if this is the best play, because he can run top. The Renekton can also survive and waste the Kiana's time again. He could have shoved mid, and they could have dove bot. Personally, it's probably a weaker play. Yeah, it's probably a weaker play. I mean, in the end of the day, these guys still backed off on the 3v2. So the Kali might have been overkill, but he did get the flash though. But then the Hui also gets to shove in mid and start hitting mid. Wow, they actually killed that guy. Huh. The Kali mechanics don't look bad. I think it would have been better for them to just let the top state be what it was, personally. I mean, like, Redacted was healthy enough. Nothing was going to happen. The Kiana already wasted her time, and it's just kind of generally better for what he... What the fuck? So let's... This is the laning phase. It ends here. I would say... Again, it's a lot of macro points. I think the mechanics... Like, what would it give this? I think he's clearly moving around and trying to help the team a bunch. He's obviously, like, focused on what's going on the map, and he has firm control of mid. So it's probably like this is probably like low level. This is probably like 63 or something like that. Low key. Could be higher if he made a few different decisions, but overall he is winning mid, having moves, boosting plays, and didn't die to pull a 2v1. Like, it's good what's going on. He gets a solo kill in a 1v2. So he jumps in. Hui has flash. Ooh, so that's what he did. He gets the E on top of him now. He doesn't have flash, by the way. If the Hui flashes in any of these cases, it's gonna be like really awkward. Like, look what happens here. If this guy has really good reaction time, he could do it. I think it's actually pretty hard to avoid this, but if the Hui just flashes away and Akali cannot land the E, she's kind of dead. I think this play is impressive in a way, but if Hui properly flashes, plus his team is playing upward, plus FireAscept has no flash, it's bad. Like, not worth going for this. And so, like I said, it's cool that he gets it. It's very much a, like, holy fuck, we're so doomed kind of play for Phoenix, because it's like, you just died on weak side. Like, or sorry, your mid laner died on strong side. He got a solo kill on weak side, and he's pushing into the plates and tower, taking it, and we're still getting Herald. Like, There's a lot that is wrong with that picture. And now he's just kind of just running into this guy because this guy's inting. And so he can just run the game. And so I'm probably going to let it play out because if he's doing this much work, yeah, the game's just going to kind of implode from there. Yeah, I mean, this is turning into a solo queue situation because once players start making these kinds of mistakes, like they just collapse. So this Phoenix team is clearly like pretty bad. And his team is like, they're not awful. They're clearly like okay for this league, but they're not impressive enough to warrant like they're gonna do like insane things. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these guys are just constantly dying. He's upkeeping bot push. They have good vision. He's able to CS really well. Oh my god, he has so many items. Like, he is definitely in it. I mean, this guy, like I said, like the Kali barely has to do anything. So the Kali coming through the map, he wants to get the bot wave. If they were contesting this pink here, in theory, he should be staying. In theory, he should stay. And actually, this is something I can mention. He should be sticking around mid for now. So he just needs to boost the obvious play. I think that's just like all I can say about it. Because he has to TP in the end, which kind of sucks. Funny guy. So he did his E just to make sure, like, yeah, like I don't know if this is actually gonna work. I'm just gonna RN and see what happens. This is for sure the strongest guy on the team. He just dies. Yeah. Alright. I don't need to say anymore. This is just like a highlight show. So, for the rest of the game, it's just like a... I have 56. There are some things he needs to do differently, which again are map-based decisions. Mechanics look good. He clearly understands some of his kill threat potential, and that's how his E is utilized. Whether he sets himself up to go back or push forward. I think my general opinion of this player is that he's interesting. Like, he clearly has some upside towards mechanics. Trading, and fighting. Map-based decisions, the fine lines, and side laning timers are clear obstacles for him to overcome. Time experience. Right, coach. He may not be calling as much as he should when having leads. As shown to move for the team independently in lane. Like, I think this is the first time. This is like one of those, like, these players where I'm like, this looks interesting. When I looked at Kaboom, there was like there's some decent things, there's some like not so decent things. There's definitely just stuff as a jungler he has to clean up. When I looked at Shelf Made, it's like, unfortunately for the series that I watched, like, yeah, his laning phase was like not bad at all. I mean, like, his laning phase was not too bad, but then like everything's like kind of, the mid game impact kind of like dropped for someone who should be doing better. For this guy, this is very expected. So that's why he seems so interesting, because like the things that he should be weak in, he is weak in. But the things he should be good in are showing as well. So that's a positive. This is FireAscept, Turkish League, 19 years old. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.